and they're just punished by it by Encore, and Encore just, happily going to punish him for it. And it was also in a really bad favor where they were dropping key rounds where, like, if they had like that, if they won that round, they could have easily come back or make it a lot easier for themselves. I mean, they only had a pass score at halftime at 9-6, which they recovered very, very well from. And they just laid a goose egg. They could have had a good platform, and at 9-6 half, considering Encore was stomping them early on, and they could have really won that map. But it's just all these reckless checks and not doing their homework on, normal Vertigo. You have to check mid to make sure you're not caught in mid rotation. You have to check your left and right when you're entering a site, especially B, because someone's gonna be sitting there with an MP9 or something and just gonna drill you. But we're gonna get to Nuke.
The pistol round for this third map. Liki going to take down Malta through the smoke. APOC playing towards outside at the moment. I look to have maybe PZ trying to get down into secret, but Liki got the cross. No smokes for that outside play. In fact, they got no smokes left, so it's going to have to be the dry peek as Hazza.
Just I think they got a few players in the vent dive.
Well, Hazza's already down inside, like waiting for this B push. But look at Liki. Look at how aggressive he is getting at the moment, and just sort of cutting off like any sort of presence here for A. But man, good shot there by Savage onto Brace. They make that 5-on-3 situation. So 2 kills going the way of Encore. Spoke about doing you spoke about VERTEX doing the reverse sweep earlier on before we even started map number 1. Encore, they're looking to do the reverse sweep after a 16-6 scoreline on Inferno. Their own map pick.
Yep. I was gonna say here, I think they've realized basically here, this is why VERTEX went straight to plant, but not a good hold. 5v3 hold is pretty difficult. But Hatz with a defuse, VERTEX get a bomb plant. But I'm gonna say smart move by VERTEX there. Even though Brace goes down there, Brace says we got 2 people at T lobby, we can go and plant the bomb at B. Because realistically, one's probably outside still, one's probably on ramp, which means there can only be 1 player on site. So 3v1, using those calculations, you got the bomb plant. So that's why VERTEX straight away bomb planted, but their hold, not so great. I mean, 3 for nothing. You need to do more damage. And Encore can expect a 4 spike given the bomb plant.
Yep, absolutely. And you can see that by the 2 Galils AK and 2 Deagles for VERTEX. And interesting to note that all 5 players for Encore stayed alive in that pistol round. And again, if they do want to build that economy on the CT side, and again, we've spoken about this, and it's just the general rule of thumb. You want to build that economy on the CT side if you want to put 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, even 12 rounds on the CT side. There you got the wall of smokes coming out towards outsiders. APOC going to come in from secret now with an MP9, just throw a Molotov just to somewhat try and stop it, but they're gonna have full outside control here, and it's going to be Brace again.
Yeah, of course, they're going to have some sort of outside control here, given the fact that Brace can get some key information. Now, Savage. Just trying to hear for some steps. They're going to do a ramp crunch, and given the fact they've got to play in secret, Hatz, big role here. If you can stop the ramp crunch, B should be safe for a bit. If not, APOC has to turn his eyes around, and Hatz, he just misses the first 2 shots. He's just got to drop back in. Sterling can't really do anything for lobby. He's caught Brace, so that's huge as well. So Brace should go down. He does. And now they've actually pressured onto Sterling here as well. And actually going to go to A, but at least the A defenders will have some sort of, opening, being like, hey, they're coming through. But they're actually going back to ramp and have taken out both of the B players. Now, this is going to be hard for Liki and Savage.
Yeah, this round is absolutely falling apart here for Encore. I mean, they were looking so good. PZ comes in with a flank from heaven. Now A site's open. Savage with an MP9. He's going to come in from ramp, but PZ going to spot him out. Oh, wow. He actually wins that fight, that MP9 up against the M4. And it's should be a save here from Savage, but maybe just trying to do some extra damage for the team and try and sort of minimize the money here for VERTEX.
Yeah, I've got to say, just as you said, Encore is having a really bad round. You just caught them on the timing. Basically, he just got timing big time there. Not really much he can do because he's got no information. Him and Savage are locked in the A site, and they're just like, what can we do? We got to peek for information, but if we go out, we could be swung around at heaven. We could be swung around on ramp, and not really much Savage can do that. But good thing is, the Savage recovered an M4 because he had his MP9 earlier.
Yeah, well, bomb does go off. It's 1-1. Again, this is the ESL Challenger Melbourne 2023 closed qualifier. The winner will go on to the upper bracket. The loser, of course, go on to the lower bracket, which we'll have later on this evening. But we've still got to get through this third and final map between Encore and VERTEX's. Buy is going to come back out for Encore, and again, still a fairly strong buy for VERTEX. If you look at their weapons, 3 AKs, a Galil, and an M4 that was picked up from Encore.
Yep. Like I said, probably want to force by the scenario because on Nuke, basically the close weapons are pretty decent. Like those 5.7s and Eagles are very good. Because look at all these narrowing hallways here. You can see here. You can probably win on these angles with the 5.7 and the Deagle. And the rifles sometimes don't really stand up, but Sterling drops PZ on low HP himself. But you can see it Brace, playing on a longer angle, so those 5.7s aren't super strong. Any flash coming in here? That's the main question. Liki posted up there for Mars. Might be it. Oh, gotta say. Hazza. APOC pushes. APOC should win this duel. Might recover the AK, but quick trade from ADDICT, I've gotta say. Very good trades from VERTEX there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they managed to get 2. For Encore, managed to get 2 kills, but I mean, it was... Yeah, that could have got a little scary. That Molotov was quite big in the sense of making sure that that they weren't able to retrieve that AK and back away, as that 5.7 had to run through the Molotov to get pushed. And again, those trades came very, very quickly for VERTEX. And again, although that they lost the pistol round, they find themselves with a 1-round lead, but only the USPs. 1 flash for Encore. It's going to have to be an almighty godly-like flash.
I'm gonna say Brace stuffed out APOC there. I was just trying to guess where APOC was. I was actually thinking Workshop. Checking Dumpster as well. Just getting that outside control bit by bit. Now Brace, he's been wrapping around the outside control as well. And that's what they've been seeing Brace do. Brace is being dinked as well. ADDICT to cover. Hatz. They're trying to crunch onto a Brace here so they can get a free M4, but hasn't gone to plan of ADDICT being the guardian angel from Silo. And he spotted Liki as well. And Liki just getting tapped away by ADDICT. Solid anti-eco.
Well, the anti-eco survived by VERTEX. And it's a 3-1 now. We'll see the buy coming out. And we will see no warp for Encore. So PZ going to have to... not PZ. Sterling going to have to do it with a rifle with that silenced M4. And it should be M4s all across the board for Encore, and that's exactly what we see. It's
a weird map, Nuke. So, like, the AWP isn't that integral. Like, there are a few places you can use it, but it's not that integral on Nuke to have it. But in some scenarios, it's very good to have it. But sometimes just the rifles are better to just stop a HUD squeaky execute, stop an A crunch or a midi crunch, where they're just all funneling through, one set of doorways effectively. But, AWP has its uses as well, especially on the outside. Catching a player trying to cross, making sure that they can't cross in towards Seeker without the smoke wall. Brace trying to rotate around. Can he catch anyone? It was caught. Liki reloading. Almost takes out Liki.
That's big too, in surviving that Liki. Again, just able to only survive on 9 HP. I wouldn't say it's an all, but done round for him, because you can have 9 HP and still get multi-kills if you get the right play. Even if you get a backstab, but there's obviously no chance at a backstab at the moment, because they've got that outside control. They've got control basically all over the map. It's just a matter of what site do they want to hit next. And again, we see some Molotovs coming out. APOC from the Seeker going to spot 1 going in, as it's going to be PZ takes down Liki. ADDICT will take out APOC. Meanwhile, Sterling down to half HP. Savage from on top of the rafters, only managed to survive 1. Sterling coming in from heaven. 3 on 2. Sterling, 6 HP. Bit of a dream, but they tap away. Sterling will take down ADDICT, and he got PZ, who's already planted the bomb. He knows that both players will be towards heaven. He'll get 1. He'll get the spray transfer onto the 2nd, and PZ secures a 4th. And, well, I don't want to say this too early, but Josh, are we looking like Inferno 2.0? Is this a repeat of what we've seen on Inferno?
Not yet. So they're in a bit of a toll, obviously. 5th round for VERTEX. But I'm going to say that emergency panic station is probably when VERTEX is 7 or 8 rounds. Because Nuke, you can 6 T rounds is generally past score. And we're going to get 5 here as well. And it's really hard to get T rounds in Nuke. I'd say 7 or 8 rounds, Encore going to hit the panic stations. In my opinion, because they can't let, obviously they're in a hole. But it's not a hole you can't get yourself out of.
Yep. Well, we'll have to see how it plays out. Here we go, 6th round on this final map in this best of 3 between Encore and VERTEX, of course. Just a quick recap, while there isn't all that much happening here in the 6th round, and in fact I'll just wait, as we do see Savage does manage to take down Brace, as we've now got Hazza outside of the garage, as APOC does a nice little leg damage onto ADDICT, down to 60 HP. Hazza meanwhile takes out APOC, flash towards outside, they start to spray away, and 4 on 4.
Gotta
Come back
commend
to that.
Vertex on the really good trading at the moment. Like they've done amazingly well trades. Like you
Yep.
saw the round before where I'm trying to figure some Brace going down. He was Addict immediately traded back. Like this is
Yep.
good to see from Vertex compared to Vertigo, where it was very bleh, basically. Let's put it that way. Very bleh, very slack, very loose, very lax. It's
Yeah,
more of
actually
the
just seen Hatz miss an easy shot inside of the locker rooms. He's
oof,
seen a number of people heading in towards lobby and
yep,
Hut, and he actually missed 2 easy shots, and well, sort of gave his position away, and well, bomb does go down, and yeah, that will be all
yep.
she wrote,
It's
unfortunately, for
unusual
this
for
6th
Hats.
round.
Very unusual for Hats to miss a few shots like that. But they do grab an AK out of that. Brace's AK has been picked up.
Mhm.
So that's good coming up for the next buy round. Now Liki, can he smuggle away an AK himself? Nah, they're going to deny him of that opportunity.
Yeah, 5-1. See, I'll
Sim?
just go back to the recap, as Hatz does get tagged up quite a fair bit. Malta just playing with the squeaky door. So map number 1 picked Inferno, picked by Encore. They go down 16-6. And we go on to map 2, which was Vertigo, and that was of course picked by Vertex, and they go down 16-10. 16-10.
16-11.
And 16-10 or 16-11. I think you're right, 16-11.
Yeah, 16-11.
Yes, yes, it was. Yeah, they ended up getting 5 rounds on the T side. So, and again, of course, Nuke is the final map left over in this best of 3. And again, like I said previously, this is not fighting for the tournament life. Again, the winner will go on to the winners, the upper bracket, which is the winner bracket, and the loser will go on to the lower bracket. They will take on the loser of the Rooster and Sunday School match that is going on as well.
That actually finished up. Rooster won 2-0. So yeah,
Okay.
basically the winner's going to verse Rooster, the loser's going to verse Sunday School, and Malta does event dive, and they've heard it. And the funny thing is, Vertex have not gone into that B site yet. It's going to force Hatz, the ramp player, to have to check the B site, have to check where Malta is. He's going to see that door open. They might panic a bit. And Malta's going to get a freebie there because Malta's, Hatz is thinking, oh no, the double door's open. Where is he?
Yeah, that was almost too easy there to get that kill for Malta.
Liki and C. Can he win that? Liki does trade back, maintaining that man advantage. Gotta say, Liki's been really leading by example here. He's been really catching these players like with a tripwire angle, just tripping them up. And I know right now it's going to be an A hit. They've got 2 players on the site. Should be a pretty crazy round.
Yeah, APOC up on top of the rafters got one, then he was fully blinded up. Savage took down Addict, as now it's all left up to PZ here in a 1-on-3. Will he go for the quick scope? Yes, he does. And now it's a 1-on-2. So it's still technically a winnable round if we can just take on these, these 1-on-1 aims, as Sterling from up inside the heaven. Wait for that. Wait for him to punch the digits in, and there it is. Now it's both players coming from heaven. So PZ got some work to do, and I dare say that you probably send the AWP in first. There it is, and Sterling will win that one 5-2. So no panic stations. Bit of money. It's not all that great. Of course, Savage on 4,000 at the moment, and of course with that bomb going off, he'll have 6,000, so they can certainly drop 2. And I mean, one would probably have to end up being a famous buy, but actually no, they wouldn't. Still, Savage is on 7,000. He's got enough.
Full buy.
Yep.
That's actually a bit concerned there, actually. With, like I say, PZ playing that 1v2. I'm not sure what the comms were. That didn't know a player was in heaven. But he was actually just hell-bent on guarding Hut and Mini.
Yeah, no, that was it was a weird round, as we see the 8th coming out here on this 3rd map. Again, 5-2 at the moment. Vertex on the T side on Nuke. Just to see what they've done on that first map was just it was awesome. And then to see Encore to bounce back on a
Yep.
map pick that we thought was going to be quite strong. As Savage takes down 2, he's going to look for more. Liki's going to be backed up here. Is going to be ahead of the Molotov, and now he's actually going to be burnt. No smoke getting deployed. So beautiful utility coming out there from Encore. As now it's a 5-on-2. Bomb is right in the middle of the smoke, so they've got a chance to retrieve the bomb, but it is going to be hard going here for VERTEX. I don't know if Sterling was just spotted then by Brace or
He
not.
was. He missed the first shot. But like Addict's just hoping that they peek in. Great work by Liki. That should be around here because Brace can't really do anything. They know he's here. Sterling can just play passive. Doesn't really need to aggro so much on towards Brace.
Well, I mean, looking at their money, I mean, they got money for another round, even if Brace goes down. So I mean, it's not it's not a be all end all of this round. It's a 1-on-5 situation. It's a tough go. Tapping away is Brace, and Liki will end up taking him down. So, yeah, like I said, Liki, really leading the way. He was close to. He was right in the middle of the kill feed on Inferno, but when it went to Vertigo, he was the man that was leading the charge the way. 26 kills in that second map, and I mean, he was basically, I don't want to say he was the match winner, but he certainly won a lot of rounds for his team. In fact, leading the way over the 2 maps. Just saying. So over the first 2 maps, he was leading the way when it comes to the kill feed. So the IGL showing him how it's done.
Yeah, because VERTEX calling a timeout here. They've just got to find a way onto the site. That's pretty much it. They've just got to find a way. I mean, VERTEX, Encore still got a long way to go to dig themselves out of this hole. Like, if Encore lose a single round, well, they have a bye. They will have a bye, not a strong bye. But if they lose a single round, they could be in a bit of trouble. Like, 1 or 2 rounds could be in a lot of trouble. And VERTEX will win the half on the T side, and means VERTEX got a much easier side on that CT side, which Nuke is favored for. Still in with Dior, just trying to get that outside control. I love the aggression from Encore, showing towards outside. Will one of the VERTEX players peek into it? That's the main question.
There's still plenty of time left here in this 9th round. Sterling still outside in the garage waiting for VERTEX to peek. The smokes and Molotovs coming out, just waiting to fire off that first shot. Nade does come deep and does a bit of damage. Breaks down to 71. Molotov just in front of the secret steps, so that will stop the tracks of VERTEX before they go any further. And again, they're not really, they're sort of just holding back, just being a little bit passive as APOC just moving back from that Molotov. But look at the position Brace is in.
I think they're going to go for a big crunch on towards the A side. Because Encore are adjusting, expecting this at this stage. Because APOC couldn't really answer because he got Molotov in secret. But I think this could be a potential A crunch on towards Mini. Or they even go for the ramp player. They're looking for that Heaven player as well. Hatz is trying to peek out. He sees through the catwalk. He sees Brace, but Brace wins that duel. And they're in a bit of trouble here, but they've got to hold their angles. Now, the A site players, I think they're going straight towards B, which means the ramp player, in other words, Sterling, has got 2 areas to look at. It's checking brackets. Obviously not exposed towards lobby. Sees Brace, misses Brace. And now APOC's got a role to play. Hazard, was caught Hazard with a nade in his hands, and I think they're going to have to quickly rotate back down, but Sterling can't. So that bomb, APOC, though, he's got a lot of work to do. Now, to go for that plant. Might be able to stop it, but he doesn't know where the other players are.
Well, bomb goes down. You going? And bomb going down. It's a 4-on-4 retake situation. A lot of HP done. Damage dealt as Sterling. Nice shot on the Brace, and Savage will take down Addict, and just trying to bat out some more shots. And PZ in a 1-on-4. Good luck to you. And he gets 1. That's it. Encore. Nice retake. And well, I did ask if there was panic stations starting to set in, and you said no, and that's exactly what we're seeing. We're seeing Encore just string 3 rounds together. And again, they start to slowly but surely they start to build that economy.
It's a very interesting retake on that one because both teams had flanked each other at certain points with APOC in the the background of VERTEX's hold and Brace in the background of Encore's retake. It's a very interesting retake to which, which backstabber could get the most kills basically out of Brace or APOC. But APOC able to win it out in the end, got a bit of reinforcements towards the end. And VERTEX got that bomb plant, which was really, I gotta say, like, wasn't really dead. Brace just couldn't get anything done, unfortunately. Couldn't take care of Sterling. If he did, it would have been definitely round to VERTEX. It was just a very interesting retake, because that normally doesn't happen where a team's on the bomb side, but ramp's still being held, especially on B.
Yep. Yeah, there was like I said, there was a missed shot by Sterling, but he was sort of committed to holding that angle. So it was a case of you've really got to hold strong, make sure that you trust your teammates are going to take on that what essentially was a 3-on-3 onto that retake, and he did manage to get that kill, and then simultaneously we've seen 3 kills come out for Encore, and PZ was unable to do anything in a 1-on-4, but. There's a little bit of a gap outside the wall of smokes. Brace, meanwhile, will take down APOC. Liki from the side of the vents is going to get taken down. Savage gets one, gets a second, gets a third. Look for the fourth. Can't get it. PZ takes him down. And now it's a 2-on-2. Sterling from the top of the rafters. And beside, just the side, as you see, Hatz just creeping in the bomb site. And now all of a sudden, ADDICT with that Galil 1-on-2 situation. The perfect flank is coming, but surely Encore and Sterling got to be aware of the fact, the situation this may come. Look at Sterling, he's already holding it and just waiting for that. And there we go. 5 apiece. It's all tied up once again.
They're expecting that. I mean, the moment Hatz looked to Evan, he's just like, yeah, he's probably doing a flank, probably doing a backstab if they've popped that mini. All ready for it, all waiting for it. Because given the fact that there was no trade out immediately onto PZ, just gave that one away that he's not close by. I gotta say, Savage, actually, forgot about that. We should have highlighted that. Savage with an amazing free kick to hold the side, also to transfer towards Mini.
Almost got the 4 too, but I think he just ran out of bullets, and yeah, that was close to the quad kill. As Liki going to get one through the smoke. That's malta down early in the round, so PZ just with the Glock, a couple of Deagles, and the Tech 9. Is not a whole lot for VERTEX to go here on this 11th round, and who will be back in front in this one as a nade comes out towards T-Red. PZ down to 25 HP, ADDICT down to 62. They're just going to walk this one. I think they're going to throw a nice little pop flash for APOC to come out, but that Molotov was there and blocking his vision, but he managed to get one. He'll take down Hazza, and now 5-on-3, and all of a sudden VERTEX, they are struggling at the moment, because once they got to 5, it's all been one-way traffic the past handful of rounds.
Yeah, this is just Nuke in a nutshell on your T side. Like, you just have to win your gun rounds, and it's just so difficult to win rounds on Nuke, because like to get to secret you need 2 smokes. To have a decent outside control you need 3 smokes. So all these eco rounds, it's just either you just run into A, running into ramp, or running into secret. Hopefully they don't check outside and see you. That's pretty much like the things they've got to do here. Like, there's not really much they can do, because they need that utility. And this is what's happening, and that's why the CT side's so much easier. Is that they're able to just bait 3 sets of utility, or not 3 sets of utility, 3 smokes from the T's from the start.
Yep. Yeah, it makes it difficult if you've obviously if the team's got 5 smokes and they're using 3 outside inside the first 15-20 seconds of the round. Again, it was another tactical timeout here from VERTEX, but yeah, if you use those 3 smokes outside, you've only got 2 left for the next minute and a half, and to try and execute with 2 smokes, you've really got to rely on your Molotovs, your flashes, and your HEs to come late in the round. And once all that happens, then you rely on your players to clear those angles out.
Definitely. As I said, I think we might have a pass score for Nuke. I'm going to say I think it might be 9-6 or even 10-5 to Encore, which is good. Can be a very nice close game. Liki pushing T lobby early. I say VERTEX have left T lobby open a few times where no players have been in there, so they're going to be very, very careful. So Hazza going to check it. Hazza is going to check it, and Liki's going to punish him for it. No chance of a trade, unfortunately. Was very risky from Liki, but pays big dividends.
Absolutely. Risk versus reward, and reward pays off on the 12th round. So, again, Again, Liki leading by example. He's really been the star player. He's really been this, I should say, the standout of this best of 3 series so far. And I mean, don't no, obviously, we look at the kill feeds. Yeah, Liki might be on 8, but yeah, Sterling and Savage, they both found 12 apiece. So Molotov's coming out. Malta going to get taken down there by Savage, but Savage was burning alive by ADDICT as Liki will take down ADDICT, and now all of a sudden Brace and PZ, both with AKs in hand, up against the 3 rifles and the AWP. APOC, unfortunately, doesn't get any, but there it is. Liki and Sterling combine once again, and Sterling, Liki, and Savage, they are really, really holding down this CT side here on Nuke.
Yeah, I've got to say, at the moment, Liki just holding that crossfire. VERTEX couldn't do nothing. The bomb was dropped just outside of Hut, which is such a hard position to get out of. You saw, like, Encore, the moment the bomb dropped, they all just rotated around and be like, hey, guys, we can hold this cross all day. Like I said, Liki navigated those Molotovs effectively so he could hold that crossfire.
Yep. So getting towards the back end, the final couple of rounds of this first half in this best of 3 series. This is map number 3, the ESL Challenger Melbourne 2023 closed qualifiers. As Encore and VERTEX both took each other's map pick. And again, we are left with a Nuke, as looks like we might be seeing an A hit. I thought we might have been going for an event dive, but nonetheless, it's going to be Savage only to get 1. There's kills coming out all over the board right now, and all of a sudden we're down to a 3-on-3. Make that a 2-on-2, 1-on-2, and it is Hatz to close it out. And well, he managed to pick up 3 kills, and he's been very quiet in this third map. He was only 1 kill coming into that 13th round. All of a sudden, he picks up 3 just then, and now he finds himself picking up a nice little 3K, and that will secure the first half for Encore. 8-5, 7 rounds in a row, Josh, for Encore.
Yeah, I gotta say, CT side Duke. But I gotta say, great work, because given the fact they were down, I think it was like 5-2 at one stage. It's like, not 5-2, I think it was like 5-4.
5-1.
Quite nerving.
5-1.
5-1? Okay, quite nerving at that stage, whether you're going to get another round or not. But I gotta say, very important about, Liki nailing these, close angles so they can't vent dive and really inspecting the smokes. And also, Hatz there the free K. Not only did he get a free K, he stopped them from planting the bomb, which is even better, because now VERTEX may have a bit less utility in this angle. Now, Malta's got the AWP from PZ. I think he might just drop it for an AK. But overall, VERTEX just haven't been able to get into a site against Encore at the moment. They've just, I don't know, it's just an arm wrestle. And just losing the bomb in no man's land is not helping them either. And seemingly on the CT side, Encore have been a bit aggressive going to T lobby as well. Beautiful set of utility from Liki again. I think Savage might go for this with a wallbang.
Yeah, well, it's tough right now for VERTEX. It was all one-way traffic in the first 6 rounds, and all of a sudden they lose 1 round, and all of a sudden now they've lost now 7 in a row. And where do they go from? Where do they go to from here? Because it's all tough going, as Brace has already got himself down into the control room as he takes down Hatz. And well, this might just be the round that secures VERTEX their 6th.
I was going to say, it was a flank on a flank, a double flank, actually. Brace gained to secret early, cashes Hatz out, because Hatz saw them go into vents. And Brace, the alternate IGL, the opposing IGL, he's showing he's got a bit of smarts too. Now, Malta of the take that Liki and Savage. It's just leaving Sterling, and Sterling's just going to back out. Brace might be able to go for this, because I don't think Sterling's aware, but no, Sterling was a bit aware that someone's close by on ramp. This is an interesting little angle from from Brace there. So I called him Ace after he got an ace on the first map. But it's an interesting little angle. Malta's seen Sterling. He might be trying to take that Malta's orb. And Malta shows him the scope. I think at the moment, Encore can actually do that to try and drain weapons out of VERTEX, because they can buy. Again, that doesn't matter.
Yep. Yeah, that was... Well, I mean, again, how many times have we seen in this map alone, Brace be that player that just gets in behind the defensive line and, just set his team up for the round win or the potential round win. But nonetheless, he gets the job done in that one. And we might just be seeing an 8-7 scoreline. But, I mean, from what we've seen from Encore, like I said, over the past 8 rounds, picking up 7 wins, they've really shown that, You know, they're
Mhm.
capable of, you know, taking this third map to the full distance.
Yep. I was also going to say for the last round, Brace, very integral. Like, basically, the moment that they vent dived, Brace was ready at secret. Hatz was going to definitely check down to make sure he can defend B. Just walked into Brace's line of vision. Brace gets a freebie there. Brace basically just wins that round. And then on the alternative, Addict delays his push into the vents until very late. So if any of the players jump down to the vents, Addict's got a backstab there as well. To really just go through that play on how good that execute on B was by VERTEX. They basically, it was a cloak and dagger approach. Like, they didn't
Yep.
reveal their intentions towards B until the last second, and Brace gets a freebie there. Now Hatz on the ramp, being tested, gets 1-2, bomb for him as well. Can he get a third? He might get a third. He's actually playing around with Addict. Addict's going to actually just rotate full around. Hatz is going to be very careful of this, because he's also going to look at brackets as well, and Addict's just really playing him. Great flash from APOC, but Hazza will trade out, but Hatz has done some great work on just delaying this execute. They
Well,
should have
that
a player
final
in B
kill.
as well.
Yeah. Well, that final kill onto has a sorry, Hat's got that final kill. I believe it was onto PZ. He only had 4 bullets left, so hence the
Mhm.
reason why. And I'm sure, you know, the boys from Vertex would have been, you know, knowing that, and the sound cues would have given that away, that, you know, he was coming to the end of the clip because it makes that different noise. But nonetheless, it's the final round is it looking like we might be having a 9-6 scoreline. There's no could be different as if they have their own way. And Addict finds himself one, looks for more but can't do it, and it will be a 9-6 scoreline going the way of Encore. So they managed to stop the bleeding late in that first half. But I mean, it easily could have been an 11-4, but it will be a 9-6 scoreline in the first half.
Yeah, we're going to a quick break for the halftime break. See you guys then. ESL Challenger Melbourne, the close qualifiers, the third map, the final half, or be any OT. What do you think?
50-50 at this stage. It depends on how the pistol goes, but
Yeah,
no, I'll say no.
yeah, because piss around for Nuke is like, a lot of people watching piss around Nuke is very poor to win because you get 2, maybe 3, depending on how the force buy goes, rounds on the T side. And a T side, as you saw, with Vertex there, struggle street, like absolute struggle street on finding entries and stuff like that. And you're really just preying on the CT side's mistakes, as you see Malta with it dualies. And it's just really, really hard to get on side. So this piss around is very, very integral. Now Malta, the
Yeah,
dualies, can get a bit of damage on Sterling and Hatz.
he got those dropped over there by Brace, but unable to do anything. Do anything with that one. Hatz does find that opening kill onto this A bomb site, and all of a sudden now the bomb goes down. It's a 4-man retake situation for VERTEX, and they've got a number of people watching towards that heaven. There's 3 people with the flash coming out there from Brace, and there it is. Flash drops down. PZ gets 1. ADDICT and Hatz. ADDICT and Hazard each get a couple of kills apiece, and all of a sudden it's APOC now in a 1-on-3, and Brace will say thank you. And there it is. 4-on-5 retake for VERTEX.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was pretty clean, actually, now that I think about it. I was just surprised at how clean that was. Just Encore just unable to trade back. Beautiful flash from Brace as well.
Yep. And well timed too, because you got 3 players up inside of the heaven, and once that flash comes out, blinds a lot of the players on side of that A bomb site. You had PZ dropping down from the heaven and taking on that 2-man defense that was already down there watching the heaven. So it brought the attention down to the player on that level ground, and he still had the 2 people up on top, having that height advantage. But anyhow, well done to VERTEX. They take out the pistol round and buys. Look at this, the buys from both teams. They want to pick up this 17th round. They want to put themselves in a good spot for the back half of this final map.
Yeah, because it has heard that burn on the Molotov and brackets on the T side bracket, and he's just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with 4 players. And he heard them running around, and that's like, yep, I'm just gonna go back into the B site. Now, problem is for PZ, he's in a really weak position, and he knows it because he knows he can wrap around towards heaven, and Brace is gonna check that as well. Encore might be able to get onto A or B at this stage. Because basically, Liki, they can crunch on towards A. You can see here, VERTEX is going to be very, very careful of doing a lot of peeking, a lot of information checking as well. Because Encore can realistically make a hit at either side. Yep. Like, they're all on edge.
Yeah, they're all just, again, dotting their I's and crossing their T's, as has a long range with the M4. If they split out onto this B bomb site, he's got ADDICT to come in from control room. So he does have a little bit of help from that control room to watch the left side of the vents. As you got 1 coming out, and Hazard gets 1. Look for the second on as ADDICT gets 1. Hazard will find a second. Now all of a sudden, 2-on-3 situation. Hazard still fighting alive with that M4, but Sterling takes him down. Now it's a 3-on-2. So Encore, Liki misses that shot. Don't want to say it was an easy shot, but probably a shot that should have been taken, should have been hit. And now Sterling in a 1-on-3. No time left. There's, okay. Could have gone for the point to maybe wait till the end, but I mean, in that moment, you just want to get that kill, secure the round, and VERTEX, they're just now 1 round away from tying this back up into a 9-all, and realistically, it should be somewhat much of an eco, maybe a couple of P250s or a Deagle and a Tech 9, and yeah, it's going to be a very, very light investment for Encore.
I was going to say, I think Malta, well, not Malta, the VERTEX side was probably so tensed up there on what was going to occur. I'm surprised ADDICT got 1 out of that, given the fact he was smoked off. But you're going to say VERTEX would have been very nervous there, but they held the nerve and they completed it just like that. Also, not to mention as well, great work by Malta. Really just recognizing Sterling was trying to escape.
So watching PC there. Yeah, that was 2 for 1 as ADDICT now will take down Savage. So it's all left to Sterling as Brace comes in. And you got to think those SMG kills, they're $600 a kill. and again, massive when it comes to the building that economy. We've seen it in that first map going back to Inferno, where that MP7 was just running rampant in the first couple of rounds of that second half.
Yeah, I've got to say as well, good start for Vertex. Now, this is where it gets a bit hard for Encore, because if Encore want to win this, they have to win the 7 rounds on the T side and gun rounds, which can be quite difficult.
Yep.
You know, we saw Vertex struggling a little bit. And, you know, Vertex held their nerve on a really, really tough hold. I mean, that hold in the second round was very tough, given the fact that they had no information on outside, since Encore had fully secured it. And they had no information on a ramp, because Encore had fully secured it. And still able to just convert over.
Yep.
Which is absolutely huge in that scenario.
Yep. Well, let's see what happens here in the 19th round. We are locked up once again here on the third and final map of this ESL Challenger Melbourne 2023 closed qualifier. The winner will again go into the winner's bracket, or the upper bracket, and the loser will go down to the lowest bracket, and they will take on Sunday School Addict. Has actually got someone behind him. That's APOC, who was already close to being fully inside of this garage outside, so he will have to be aware of the situation, because Brace done it a number of times on the T side, where he was able to get in there and really get that backstab on him.
Yeah, Brace just doing a jump pick from Toxic. It's really hard to nail this. We've seen Liki, and Liki can't really get the one tap. That's very difficult. Now, Brace might be in the face already. He's made a lot of noise. Now, Addict will be punished as he tries to stop Hatz out and outers. Molotov been thrown towards control, and it's going to be difficult to get into that site because the players on ramp have rotated over. Sterling's trying to cut off that rotate, but it's just too late for that rotate. And Malta at CT vents expecting a heaven crunch. Now they pop up. Malta's got one, and he should be traded out, and he's traded out by APOC. Now Brace, they can't really do much. I think it could be a safe call here for Vertex.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the right call to call for that save again. You know, you already get a man disadvantage, but you also don't want to give up that AWP. You know, Brace has got no money as it is. You know, with that MP9, you know, Malta's only got 2100. I mean, PZ could drop an M4 over. So Addict's got more than enough money. So there is a buy coming out, but they have to save that AWP. I mean, even save that Galil. So they don't want to be giving away a free kill to Encore, and well, Encore do retake the lead. They'll be the first team into the double digits.
That's actually going to be really careful overall, because Brace might pop out with that MP9, because it's not really an expensive weapon. He goes down to APOC. Very unlucky to not get anyone else. Oh, PZ's under a bit of pressure here. Hatz is trying to take him out before the round ends. But fortunately, holds on to that alt PZ. But yeah, got to say, like, Brace going in there with the MP9, if he went out there probably a second earlier, he would have taken out Hatz. And he would have got an AK, but would have got 600, which is good enough. Puts that extra Molotov into his inventory.
Yep. Yeah, I think there was two, maybe three players coming out to that outside area, and yeah, he had that MP9 ready to go. Unfortunately, well, if you don't get the MP9, you're right. Yeah. That was. Well, it was always going to be difficult, especially when you got a number of players just coming outside, and just jumping around, just trying to clear and make it just a little bit difficult for those players to hit those shots. But here we go, 20th round. A potential, and I say potential because we're Encore 6 rounds away from victory. Vertex is 7 rounds, but we're essentially 10 and a bit rounds away from a potential overtime looming.
Yep, critical round here for Encore. If Encore are able to convert this one over, they'll get 12, and they can really start putting the pressure down on towards Vertex. If they lose this round, of course, they can probably buy up if they do get a bomb plant. Still potentially have their foot in the throat of Vertex, but Vertex, if they get it clean, they have a bit of money to have back up this as well.
Yep.
Now, PZ looking for the catches APOC shoulder, big shot. Now Brace on Heart. He might be getting pushed here. Hatz going to be very careful to check Heart. He does, and wins the duel. Great work by Hatz. He's just checking all the angles. Dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and that's a vent dive, but Addict's waiting at the vents. He's like, yeah, you're not getting into the vents, then thank you very much. But Liki struck back.
The bomb's inside of the vents. That first player that went down actually dropped the bomb. So big round. As now it's a 2-on-2. So Addict is. Well, I mean, he knows he's got the bomb, and Oh, Liki. That was close. I mean, that was well done. But Sterling now 10 seconds left. There's no time, so he'll have to back away into the garage outside, and that will be VERTEX leveling the score once again. And these rounds going back and forth. And again, if the trend continues between these two teams with that back
Hmm.
and forth situation, you know we're headed to the full 30 rounds, and we may even be headed 30 plus rounds.
I guess probably disagree with that. CT side just doesn't go well if you keep trading one round for one round over and over again because their guns cost more to buy. So I don't think Vertex will definitely want that. They want consecutive rounds on the board. But I gotta make a comedic moment though. The human claw machines, okay, trying to pick up that bomb and try to get out of it. And Addicts, he's like one of those people that just taking down the soft toys before you can even get them. He's just doing that every time.
Yep.
They'll like try to jump down to get it out, and Addict's like, "No, you don't take any plushies
No.
today, okay? Give me
Yeah.
more. Give the machine more money."
Yeah. Uh, another timeout for VERTEX. And again, I've said it once before, and I'll say it again. Don't want to sound like the broken record, but all the timeouts in this best of three series have come courtesy of VERTEX. Encore, we're still yet to see that timeout come. Is that just a case of they are confident in what they're doing and what their abilities, and confident in their jobs to get it done?
I'm not too sure actually. I know Encore do call timeout, but I guess sometimes they could be doing it mid round as well and stuff like that. But not to be too sure. Like why the lack of timeouts to Encore? Maybe it's probably because they feel like it. I don't think you need to go in too much on that one. But I do agree. Like maybe there's some areas that you could call a timeout, but some other areas where it's just like, yeah, maybe they're doing it mid round. It's talking about what to do in the ecos and stuff like that. You talked about it before in Inferno, where teams just sit there during their ecos and just talk about things.
Yep.
It's a tough
Well,
one.
it is. Oh yeah, Liki going to come out with the Mac 10. He's going to be shut down by Malta, and Brace going to take down Savage. Brace playing forward ahead as now looks to get the kill. APOC will take down PZ through a smoke. Hatz looking to get one onto ADDICT. He does so from the side of the fence. 3-on-2 situation here for VERTEX. They're looking to take and reclaim the lead here on this final map, but Hatz down to 15 HP. APOC ready, waiting to strike, but the bomb is dropped, and the CTs, they've got it firm in their hands. They are not going to let this one go, as now APOC going to get the kill there on the Brace, and both players 26 HP combined as a nice flash coming out. Hatz will take down Malta, and now this 2-on-3, it's now turned into a 2-on-1, and looking for the double spray down. Hazard will take down Hatz. Now it's a 1-on-1 situation. APOC, can he get it done? He's playing inside of the smoke right now. Hazard gives his position away, but he's well aware of the fact that he ran out of bullets. He uses the USP, 10 seconds to go, and he's running away. He's backed out of this. He's going to get a bomb plant. Very smart. And look at that. Now it's going to be a 1-on-1. An advantage maybe to APOC in this one.
Yeah, I think Hazard's got the reload.
That reload queue, and it doesn't matter. Wow. Unreal.
They stole around there. They stole that round, definitely. And I gotta say, great work by APOC as well, and as well as Hatz. I gotta say, gotta give a lot of shout out to Hatz. Not only as Hatz checking the right corners and stuff like that, he's just nailing every single timing. Because he caught Malta on the side. Big frag as well. Because Malta, realistically, also first time out for Encore, by the way, just as we talked about it. But he catches Malta without losing either Hatz on 15 or APOC on 95, okay? None of those players go down, which is integral because now Hazard's going to complete a 1v2 where realistically he can get traded out. And that's effectively what happened in the end. But that's how good of a timing that Hatz hit Malta without any player going down. That's how important that was, and that's what gave him the round. It allows APOC to play around and plant that bomb. Also, I think Hazard picked up an AK outside because obviously his AK ran out of bullets. It's not to reload his. He picked up an AK outside so he could use some, but didn't realize that APOC had enough time to plant the bomb.
Yep. Yeah, I think he was just trying to sort of back away just because the time was getting so close on where he was. So, but anyhow, a massive round for Encore and APOC with a massive round to put his team back in front. And I mean, you now look at Hazard. I mean, they've bought into this one. But you look at 4.57s and just the one rifle, the one M4, and that comes at Hazard. And already, look at that damage. That nade down towards Secret, down to 43 HP. And boy, I mean, if you're Hazard, you're thinking, man, I haven't even seen anybody, and I've lost half my HP.
Yeah, I think you might chuck the M4 away. I think Brace is coming out to help. But if he can, he might chuck the M4 away to help, you know, give it to someone who's got full HP. But Hazard's going to drop out. Brace has been seen. Great flash. And, well, it's going to be a 1-for-1. And 2-for-2, actually, Malta pops out as well. Plays super aggressive on that angle. I guess I think they may have heard them running away, so... But they're not going to pick up the weapons, so it's too risky. I do agree with them to just hold them back, because you don't want to run into a AK spray down and lose that 3v3 advantage. But now Encore, they're just going in the opposite directions. They get a feeling that VERTEX will just pick up those weapons. Yeah. And they've got B-site for no to have it. Hazard's sitting here.
Yeah, he's watching this. And again, remember, Hazard was taken out before he even seen anybody. He was taken out to 43 HP. Now going to play inside of the control room at the stairs. He gets one. Savage trying to come around, trying to trade that one out. Does so. So now we're back on a 2-on-2 situation. Bomb looking to get planted here behind the silo. Little fake plant coming out as both players going to come from the ramp. And now all of a sudden, Sterling and Savage, they've got somewhat of a little bit of an advantage right now. Savage on the double squeaky doors as... Well, I don't want to call this one just yet because anything is possible as the spray comes out. ADDICT gets Sterling, and a massive miscommunication there is Malta. And the 4.57s and the 1M4 turns into 2 AKs and a round for VERTEX. 11 all.
Yep, definitely. I'm going to say big MVP of that round. It wasn't the Malta and ADDICT retake. It was Hazard delaying them for such a long time to allow that sort of retake to occur. Because basically... ADDICT and Malta are in, well, they're in Madagascar, basically, in Africa at that stage. Didn't know where to go, basically. They were being very, very cautious. They didn't know where the second player was. But Hatz was just holding them down, picking them off bit by bit, delaying the bomb plant, allows the flank, and of course, you know, ADDICT and Malta able to negotiate a 2v2 scenario disadvantageously. Obviously, not to take too much away from them. But Hazard was probably the first part of, you know, that integral, you know, flow chart. Hazard's just got to hold him for a bit, and that's what he did on 47 HP.
Well, APOC going to get taken down here by ADDICT. Yep. Although it is only pistols, but I mean Liki again, who has been absolutely superb throughout this best of 3 series. You know, in those first 2 maps of Inferno and Vertigo. You know, he's still showing good signs here. Still trying to lead the way for his team. I mean, Hatz takes down Braces. There goes Hatz. He's going to get taken down by Malta. So 4-on-3 for the T's, and we've got the AUG coming out here for PZ. No, not a gun that I see. Yeah, I don't see it used too often.
No. AUGs are very strong on ramp. It's just basically it's got a quick fire rate, and just everyone just gets drilled down. It's like an M4A1S before it got nerfed. Just drills everyone down. Great work by Liki there to take down ADDICT. He knows he was there. Liki's still trying to bait Malta, but Malta, he's just a veteran. You just can't bait him like that. And it's going to be 12 rounds on the board, and I can say Encore really tested their economy there. They got a couple of kills.
Well, ADDICT leading the way on 23 kills. He has got 5 kills over anyone on the T side, and he's got 7 kills over anyone on his own team, which happens to be Malta. So ADDICT really showing the way here on Nuke, as now, again, VERTEX. They retake the lead once again, 12-11, as Encore still with another buy, and like Sterling getting out towards T red right now. But again, the smoke's coming out. There's just no second smoke, to go through. So you know, PZ's got that gap, but there is that second smoke to make it that wall of smoke. APOC, look at that once again. I mean, how many times have we seen this both from APOC and Brace in this game here on Nuke? But Liki actually going to double up here with APOC.
I think they've found out where PZ is, and PZ has to retreat to CT. They've been jiggle picking PZ there. It's just like, mate, we know you're there, and he has to surrender the wraparound.
Yeah, well, again, I mean that's just good jiggle peeking as well. So, you know, he knows that, you know, they can't get into CT, they can't wrap inside of heaven without, you know, him being spotted. As Liki once again with another kill. This time it's on to Hazard. Meanwhile, Malta will take down Hatz. So PZ going to watch from behind the forklift here, and Gonna be able to spot him out. He does so, and now in fact drops the bomb on top of the vent, and that's gonna be a little difficult if they want to try and get that bomb back, because ADDICT is gonna get two, and there he is. ADDICT secures the 13th and 13-11, and the wheels, the nuts are starting to come undone for Encore. They were looking so good here on this third map, and then all of a sudden VERTEX, they undo the nuts and they put their own nuts on the wheels. They tighten the clamps, and that's it now, 13-11.
I was gonna say, smart move by ADDICT to be super aggressive from Secret, because he knows his teammate PZ is just locked in here. Encore knew exactly where he was. He's just like, PZ, we know where you play occasionally with that org. You play on the stairs. We're gonna jiggle you there. You play here. We're gonna jiggle you there. And then ADDICT just comes out Secret. We didn't see it, of course, him coming out Secret, but he came out Secret and just aggressed onto those two players who are trapping PZ. Now here comes the Tech9 rush. ADDICT under a lot of pressure here. Great crossfire.
Yeah, beautiful crossfire.
Great distraction by Malta.
Yep. Nade should do a bit of damage as well. ADDICT going to get a third look for the fourth. Malta takes his fourth one away. As now Hatz, well, he's left in a 1-on-5, and well, you might as well write this round off with that Tech9 and head armor. But yeah, that'll.
Should you want to write Hatz off though? I like
yes,
Hatz.
I do. Look, I do too, but Brace is going to take him down. There it is. Right on cue, and he almost actually gave that one away because he turned around at the wrong time. It was only that the quick jiggle peek come out that, Brace was able to see him. So this is it. Yeah. All the marbles, all the chocolates, all the eggs are going into this basket, into this 26th round. If they don't win this Encore, well, looks like they may be heading to the lower bracket, but can't write them off just yet.
Yeah, I gotta say, both Hatz and Malta, I gotta say, both of those definitely veterans of the scene, showing that, their instincts just right on point. I mean, Malta there as well, like, playing, point man to allow ADDICT to get a quick 2k there. And Hatz has been doing it as well, where he's checked all the corners where he expects players to be. Yeah, unlikely angles. And I gotta say, these two players are, just their instincts just right on cue. Their game intellect is huge. Especially Malta as well. Like, that eco could have gone really, really bad at the Tech9 rush. Get the fact that, they would basically knew where ADDICT was. And Malta just intervened for a quick second to allow ADDICT to just spring into action and get that quick 2k. Because it could have gone all awful because they knew ADDICT was at stairs. Yeah.
Yep. So, again, beautiful team chemistry coming out as ADDICT. Well, again, Liki. It's just, he just, again, we talk about him round after round. APOC. He's going to get taken down there by PZ, but Sterling will take down Hazard, and now we go 4-on-3, looking for a 4-on-2. It does make that a 4-on-1 PZ, and well, Encore. It's looking pretty good at the moment.
I forget about Liki, okay? I should commend Liki. I'm sorry, Liki, I didn't commend that you've been doing pretty good too, okay? You're doing a good job, Liki, okay? Will Liki smile?
Yes, give him a Liki smile.
Hey, will Liki smile? Have you seen his profile picture? Is this because he got him not smiling, okay?
Okay.
Like, he doesn't smile.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, check it out. Like, check out his picture on one of the sites, obviously. I think it's HLTV. He's not smiling, okay? But there's a photoshopped meme picture of his thumb up and smiling. That's a joke. But that round was really good from Liki there. He just basically controls outside, and also he controlled the A players as well. They couldn't really do anything. And they get 12 on the board.
Yep. And more importantly, they have 4 survive, so they're not rebuying. They're only rebuying 1 weapon rather than 2, 3, 4, and really eating into that economy. If they can break VERTEX here in this next round, I dare say that a timeout will be called, because the money will. It won't be all that great. I mean, yeah, okay, you've got PZ on 5750. He's got more than his 4 teammates combined. Malta missed a jump down from heaven too, by the way. Took 29 damage by himself.
He'll be fine, okay? It's only a flesh ring. He can get the crutches out. He's back to work, okay?
I might have to lend him my scooter behind me.
Yep. Get the electric scooter out.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to say we've seen some infamous defusers fail because people missed the jump and died full damage.
I've done it. I've done it. I'm not going to say I haven't done it when I have.
I'm going to say I remember an infamous one where I think it was Summit, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember Summit. Oh no, he Molotoved himself.
That was on train.
Yeah, that's on train, yeah. I'm trying to think of the person on Nuke. I think it was Fallen because it was against the Polish lineup for VP previously, and he died to full damage and lost.
Ugh.
Oh no,
I
no, no!
mean,
It was Mouse. It was Mouse with Rops, and Rops died to
Scum.
full damage because someone adjusted his mouse. I think it was on phase actually, not Mouse. And
Okay, I was going to
Rops
say,
died to full damage and did defuse a bomb.
yeah, I was going to say, if you talk about Mouse and Rops, I mean that's going back a fair way. But here we go, 27th round. We've got 28 seconds left on the clock. ADDICT has found one. He's found two. He's found a second. And Malta and Brace got this A bomb site ready to lock down, but Savage, nice shot, but Malta from behind the site. And now all of a sudden we go from 2 kills for ADDICT. Now all of a sudden we're in a 2-on-3 situation. PZ coming up from the fence. Sterling, both AWP players. Oh, look at this timing. This timing is crucial. The USP is out now. All of a sudden, Hatz left in a 1-on-2. Doesn't get the kill as there we go. 15-12 and 3 match points in the way of VERTEX. Unreal. So well done to VERTEX. They secure 3 map and series points here on this final map of this best of 3 for the ESL Challenger Melbourne 2023 closed qualifier. Winner will go on to take on Rooster. The loser will go on to take on Sunday School, both in a best of 3.
Yeah, definitely. Loser takes on Sunday School, winner takes on Rooster. Like I say, Rooster actually just really demolished Sunday School here. Yeah, I'm saying Sunday School's a pretty decent team, so geez, they didn't even get double digits. Also, this is VERTEX's final timeout.
16-7 and 16-6, I think it was. I think I've seen on the HLTV match page. So fairly convincing for Rooster to get that one. But again, the timeout, and again, all but one, we've seen timeouts coming out for VERTEX as Encore have got to find 3 in a row, and it's been sort of a tough going here on the T side for Encore. They've struggled a little bit, but I mean, you can't sort of count out VERTEX and the way they've played on the CT side.
I think Hatz is trying to get this lineup right with the nades. He's just not not happy with how the nades are just landing. He's just making sure he can pick up that smoke grenade almost instantly so he can set up the double smokes, which he's doing that right now. Or the triple smokes actually. Getting him to set up all 3. Jeez.
I mean,
Liki's like, oh, Hatz set up all 3 smokes on secret, okay?
And then he's got another smoke to deploy. So I mean, he's had 4 smokes already. So Malta, this is it. It's all or nothing here as Malta is going to get taken down, but Brace going to find that trade back onto Liki. 4-on-4 situation. Brace gets one more. Hatz is going to take down Brace, and now all of a sudden 3-on-3. They just somewhat pause just a little bit. APOC, oh, the timing on the outside player on ADDICT, and now we're going to have one coming up from Secret. That's going to be PZ. He's going to be taken down. So ADDICT is now left outside, and now he takes down APOC. Now 2-on-2 situation. How's it going to come in? There it is. Looking for match point. Hatz is not going to do it, and it is going to be 16-12. VERTEX is going to clinch out this best of 3 series.
Yeah, that was quite an ordeal. I'll go to a quick break to really break down this BO3.
Hey Future Pros! You know the map, it's Mirage, and we're back with another smoke. This smoke, if thrown correctly, will land in the window on B side.